I got a childbirth related comment / question on a video on my main, and I don't know if it's everybody's cup of tea, so I thought I would answer it on my backup. Also, I'm currently cuddling with a poodle who really loves to smack her lips, so sorry for the noise in the background. I'm also sick, so cut me some slack with a gravelly voice. Okay, so this person says, this is an important conversation, but 10 pounds? An unmedicated girl. Phew, respect. Yeah, this was a conversation about insurance deductibles and what health insurance was like, especially for pregnant people before the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, my third kid, Hal, he was 10.5 pounds. We lived in rural Oregon at the time, an hour away from the hospital, and the entire labor start to finish was 3 hours and 8 minutes. I was really worried I wasn't going to make it to the hospital. He was born a little over an hour after we got there. I had an epidural with my first, against my will. I was told I had to get the epidural or get a C-section. I was 23 and severely bullied by both my OBGYN and the labor and delivery nurses at the time. That was a very, very traumatic birth experience. The total labor was 54 hours and I was pushing for more than 10 hours. I had every single intervention I did not want. Several done without my consent, including an amniotomy and an episiotomy. Okay, that's a conversation for another time. So my second kid was born less than 2 years later, and I had a certified nurse midwife in a hospital. The entire labor start to finish was about 8 hours. I didn't think that painless childbirth was a thing, but I would describe that labor as euphoric and never once painful. I had a water birth. B was born in one push. Both of my girls were over 8.5 pounds. And I knew for my third kid that this kid was going to be big. My midwife kept warning me. This baby's measuring a little bit big. And from the start of the labor, I kept saying, like, something's not right. Something's wrong. I kept telling the midwife, like, this is terrible. The whole thing feels terrible. And I didn't have a water birth because she was like, I think your baby's going to be really big. And I actually would like you to labor more on your back so you can slow and control the pushing in an attempt to spare your lady bits some significant tearing. And she used counter pressure and she was masterful. I didn't need any stitches, birthing a 10.5 pound baby boy unmedicated. But I remember telling her, like, it feels like I'm giving birth to a Mack truck. I just kept saying, like, something's not right. Is there a freight train coming out of me? And then when he was born, the first thing that the nurse said to me was, oh my gosh, you gave birth to a 3-month-old. He was so big. Again, tiny rural hospital. He was the only baby born while we were there. They didn't have a measuring tape long enough for him, so I don't actually know how long he was. But he was 10 pounds, 8 ounces. My nurse midwife said that Hal was the largest unmedicated birth she had ever attended. He's now 16 and he's 6'7". I also had a quick and easy recovery. I would say 2 weeks after he was born, I pretty much felt fine, except for all of the relaxin in your system, which makes you feel kind of wobbly and loose in all your joints. But it was an easy recovery. Human bodies are amazing. Yep, I am actually 6 feet tall. This is me with my 16-year-old. He's 6'7". With my husband who's 6'3", with my daughter who's 5'9", with my other daughter who's 5'8". So yeah, that's me, 6 feet.